Do you know that trees talk among themselves? Not with words, of course, but through an underground network, what scientists call the World Wide Web. Trees do messaging, share nutrients, and warn one another against danger. Through fungi, they form an underground system for communication, giving chemical signals to keep whole forests alive. Join us for a fascinating journey to explore the hidden world of tree communication and learn how much forests are interconnected beyond our wildest imagination. Now, imagine that you step into a forest. The air is fresh, the trees stretch high above you, and everything is still. But what if I told you beneath that stillness, an incredible secret's happening right under our feet? Trees, think about it, are talking to each other. No, they aren't speaking words, but they've developed an underground network through which they talk, share resources, and sometimes even warn one another about danger. It's a phenomenon so out of this world that it's changing everything we thought we knew about the natural world. So exactly how do trees talk? And what does this mean for the entire forest ecosystem? Today we're diving deep into the hidden world of tree communication, an invisible network that has been going on for millions of years. Get ready to discover how trees aren't just standing there. They're connected in ways we're only beginning to understand. Let's journey through the secret life of trees where communication isn't just possible, it's thriving in ways you've never imagined. For centuries, we have thought of trees as solitary giants, everyone standing tall and competitive for sunlight, water, and nutrients. We felt them lone survivors, flourishing in their space with hardly any connection to others. But what if I said we were wrong? What if the trees weren't just surviving independently but helping each other out? It is a discovery that rocked everything we knew about the forest, and it did so from beneath, in a secret underground network called the World Wide Web. Beneath the ground, the intricate roots of trees spread out, and thin, thread-like strands of fungi connect them. These mycorrhizal fungi act as the unobserved heroes in the forest, forming a communication system where trees send messages, share nutrients, and even send warning signals to others against impending danger. Imagine it like this. Think of this as the internet, but for trees. Instead of Wi-Fi signals, trees are leveraging fungal networks in communication. It's a sort of forest social media where trees interchange vital information and keep each other connected, sharing all the resources they need to thrive. Trees may appear to stand alone, but they talk to each other all the time, supporting and sharing. But the whole thing happens underground, in a world we can't see. What exactly are they talking about? How does this underground chatting network work? So, you're probably wondering, how exactly do trees send messages to one another? Well, let's break it down. Trees communicate in two significant ways, chemically and electrically. Sounds pretty cool, right? But it is way more complex than you may think. First, the chemical signals. Trees can release specific chemicals into the air to warn others of impending dangers. For example, if a tree is under attack by insects, say a hungry swarm of caterpillars, it releases chemicals into the air, acting like a distress signal. These chemicals travel through the air and nearby trees pick up the warning. When other trees around them hear of this danger, they hear the message and move to action. They start to manufacture defense compounds, including bitter-tasting chemicals or even toxins that make their leaves unpalatable to these pests. An alliance of trees has been formed. Trees look out for one another against damage. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Trees do not only communicate above the ground. Electrical signaling across roots also occurs. Once again, that fungal network we mentioned earlier plays a massive role in this. It acts like an underground messenger, helping carry these electrical signals over long distances. When one tree senses danger, such as an attack by insects or fire, it can send out an electrical impulse via its roots and then through the fungal network, like a web of underground telephone wires. The whole forest gets an instant update on the threat, allowing all the trees to prepare and defend themselves in time. Trees are constantly in touch with each other, sharing vital information to help ensure the survival of the entire forest. They're not just standing still, they're active participants in a dynamic, life-saving conversation that goes on 24/7. And this kind of communication allows forests to thrive, even in the face of adversity. The trees within any given forest include the mother trees, the oldest, most prominent, and most well-established in the forest ecosystem. But it's not only the enormity of the trees that should amaze you, for they form the center of this underground network system. Visualize them as the heart of the forest, eternally giving life to and sustaining the young. These mother trees are crucial for the survival of the entire forest. Through the World Wide Web, they provide nutrients, water, and even energy to younger and weaker trees. It's as if they're acting as caretakers, sharing their resources to help others grow strong and thrive, especially in times of scarcity. The fantastic part is that scientists have discovered that mother trees can recognize their own offspring. That is, they know their kids. When the mother tree detects its younger nearby saplings, it sends them more nutrients than other trees, ensuring they get the best opportunity to grow strong and survive the harsh conditions. It's as if nature's family support system is here. Mother trees nurse their babies, shielding them from worldly adversities. All this goes on unnoticed at a depth and in an interconnected network underground. These mother trees are more than giants. They form the very backbone of health and stability in the forest. Feeding their progeny to grow robust keeps the entire ecosystem alive, building a legacy for life for generations. Sadly, human activities like deforestation and climate change put immense pressure on this delicate network. Every time a tree is felled, it's not just a lost tree, it's a piece of the intricate web of life that's been carefully woven over centuries. When mother trees are cut down, the whole forest feels the consequences. Without these giants to guide and support them, younger trees hardly make it, and the balance of the entire ecosystem is thrown into jeopardy. But there is yet hope. Scientists, conservationists, and communities of committed people work at it with all their might everywhere worldwide to protect and rebuild these desperately essential networks. We can recreate lost connections if we leave old-growth forests standing with their mother trees and plants about natural growth patterns. Through these efforts, we're allowing nature to heal and thrive again. By planting trees in the right places and ensuring that the connections between them remain intact, we're helping to restore the balance of life in our forests. It's a reminder that we, too, have the power to protect and nurture the natural world around us. Next time you are walking in the woods, stop for a second and look around. What you are standing in is not just a collection of trees and plants, but it's a world unto itself where every tree, every leaf, and every root plays its part in a grand system. Trees aren't just plants, rather, they are communicators, protectors, and caretakers of their ecosystems. They talk to each other, take each other's backs, and work together to keep the forest alive. The next time you walk in this forest, just remember you're not the visitor. This is something ancient and beautiful that has been going on for millions and millions of years. Hidden below our feet is a place the world thinks should be irrelevant, an invisible set of threads knitting it all into oneness, much more so than nature, and into a lesson that all things connect to a deeper truth: interconnectedness in all of existence. If you found this video as fascinating as we did, do not forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's always more to learn about this fantastic world. See you next time.